I am in such awe this morning of what God is doing within the River Room Church. I shared a prophetic dream with my church family on Sunday morning, September 22nd. And in this word, the Lord had given me the green light. He said that the church's dreams and its visions for building a home for the church family were now a go. And he mentioned that he would have the enemy pay for it because of the years that the enemy has obstructed and infringed and interfered and tried to destroy these prophetic plans from ever happening here for this church. And these dreams and these visions, they are all prophetically aligned with what we read that took place in Ezra 5 and Ezra 6. I also shared that early that morning that the Lord had spoken with me again. He had spoken with me just hours before I was to deliver that message. And he let me know that the next 40 days, beginning on September 22nd, that morning and going to October 31st, were going to be a time of shaking and turmoil within this church, as the enemy was going to unleash everything that he has in his arsenal to prevent all of this from happening. And he said that he was going to try to prevent the financing of this church. The enemy is not going to finance this church. He's going to fight that prophetic word, and he's going to try to destroy this church from within. Now, the results of him actually doing that began to manifest himself one hour after I had delivered that message that morning. A bomb was basically dropped on me, and it shook my faith, and I began to question myself and my faith and my hearing in the Lord. And this has been weighing heavy on me ever since that day. Well, as part of my morning ritual, part of my morning time with the Lord, my quiet time, I was reading this morning, and the Lord led me to read the book of Haggai. And Haggai 1:14 says that God's holy people began work on the house of the Lord, the God of heaven's armies, on September 21st. The day before I shared the prophetic word from the Lord that morning. I just go, wow. That just blew me away this morning when I read that in Haggai. It just was such a powerful word of encouragement for me. And it just lifted up my spirits. And I just know that the Lord directed me to read in the book of Haggai today, just to give me that encouragement. It then goes to say in Haggai 2 that the Lord sent another message on October the 17th. Now today is the 10th that I'm doing this, so the 17th is 1 week from today, the day that I read this word from the Lord. He said, "Be strong." Oh my goodness, be strong. Boy, is that not encouraging. He said there's a shaking about to take place. Well, I think I've been shaken. But he says it's going to get worse. There's a shaking about to take place. He says the future glory of this house of God and its people, the family, the church family of the River Room Church, will be greater than the past glories. Oh my goodness, does that just lift my heart? These prophetic words from Ezra and Haggai about this church and what I'm hearing from the Lord just shows me just how powerful and loving and caring and supportive our God is. I pray that you're all just as encouraged as I am, especially my church family. Praise be to God. Amen.